Hello guys, welcome to my channel, Makana channel. Today I want to share with you about the Spanish Christmas traditions that are practiced during this season of Christmas. As I told you before, Spain is one of the countries that is so rich in culture, so rich in food culture, so rich in holiday culture, so rich in tourism destination, so rich in architecture, anything that you can think of. And me, one of the things that I like is history, culture, those things I just dive in. So there is a lot of traditions that Spanish people practice during Christmas, and they're very unique to me, and I'm always learning them. And today I said I will share with you some of them. I've enjoyed them, I've loved them, and I can assure you you will also enjoy learning with me. So I've composed a video. You will see as I narrate in the background the kind of history that the day carries, or the tradition carries. So as you know, Spain is also divided in regions, but there are some traditions that are cutting across all the regions. There are some traditions that are cutting in particular regions. But all the same, it's a beautiful culture. It's a beautiful traditional culture during holiday or Christmas holidays in Spain. So enjoy my video, subscribe, let me know the questions that you have, any additions to my video of what I've done. Thank you very much. The Three Kings. This is the day that they bring gifts to the children in Spain. The Three Kings is a fashion of the Santa Claus, and you notice that for a long time this is the tradition that has been going on in Spain, and not Santa Claus. Though Santa Claus is coming in now, but he has not been very popular in the past. So on January 6th, this is the day that the Day of the Kings is celebrated. Just after, but not on the Christmas day. On the night of January 5th, the Kings parade throughout all the towns across Spain with their helpers, animals, flouts, throwing sweets out for the children. When the kids return home, they leave out their shoes for the Kings to fill them with presents overnight. So you notice the kings are well chosen. They have the black king, they have the white king, they have the brown king to represent the current society. The children value this day very much, and not only children, even the adults, because it's such a tradition that in Spain, even there is a particular cake for this day, and I love it. Yes, this is the midnight mass. Knowing that Spain is more of a Catholic nation, and many people refer themselves as Catholics, many Spanish people go to midnight mass on Christmas Eve, and this mass is also known as Misa de Gallo. Yes, to celebrate their faith. This is done on main Christmas, and meal is eaten on Christmas Eve as well, just before or just after the mass. So this is a family practices that are observed within Spain, that after attending the mass you can celebrate the Christmas, you can share the meal as a family, as friends, and it's something that has been passed over the generations. So that's why it has become as a tradition. I've also noticed some people go to the midnight prayer on 24th. This is so beautiful for me. Yes, and it says a lot even on my faith as well. So yeah, if you're in Spain, enjoy this midnight prayer. Belens. Belens elaborate the nativity scenes. That is the scenes during the birth of Jesus Christ. It is the Spanish word for Bethlehem. More than just having animals and figurines, the Spanish Belens can be huge scenes complete with many different houses, farms, rivers, and marketplaces. The Spanish set up this in homes before Christmas or some days to Christmas, but much larger ones are placed in the shops, windows, or in town squares. Some 50 years ago, if you visited Spain, or you could have visited Spain, you might have struggled to find Christmas trees during the holidays. While they are now more common now, they are pretty recent addition to the Navidad lineup. In more traditional households, however, you still find the classic Portal de Belén, also known as Belenissimo, incredibly ornamented. These gorgeous nativity scenes are the old school ways of decorating your house come Christmas. You can crochet the Tio. This is a Christmas tradition that is very common within Catalans and in Catalonia. It's very unique for them, and it may sound weird to you who has never heard it before. Each December, Catalan families decorate a wooden log with a face and legs. It's kept in the house or in the garden, in the shopping malls, in the shops. It's covered with a blanket to keep it from getting cold. This log is called the Tio, the pooping log. Why? Well, on Christmas Day, children gather around the log and to start beat it with sticks. While they work and sing, they sing songs asking the log to poop out candies for them to eat on Christmas Day. Once the song is finished, they pull back the blanket to discover a treasure hidden for their candies. So this is a very unique Catalan tradition. It's only practiced during Christmas, and it's very unique. It's treasured. Before, I never used to understand. I would walk to market, to the shopping malls, and I find it, but I've come to like it. When you know the history behind it, you can only embrace it. It's a very unique tradition, and it makes the place look very different and very nice because they decorate it very nice. Roscorn de Reyes. Instead of Christmas cake or Christmas pudding, the Spaniards enjoy Roscorn de Reyes, usually on the day of Epiphany, on January 6th, a sweet bread ring. It is topped with crushed almonds and cantod with fruits, and is sometimes stuffed with whipped cream. Sometimes a small figurine is hidden inside the bread, and the person who finds it has the honor of buying next year's Roscorn. Yes, it's that serious, and this is my favorite. I used to call it cake, and it's a bread. So last year I got the figurine that is hidden. So I learned that the person who cuts the cake is not the first one to pick the cake, at least because when you are cutting you can tell where the figurine is. So he waits for the people around the table to pick their cakes, and whoever picks this figurine, automatically he buys a Roscorn, the rest the following year, either for the family or for the friends. It's a fun moment, and I've always enjoyed this part. I really enjoy this bread. It's very yummy. So it's a tradition within Spain, and it's very, to me, I've always enjoyed this. The Basque have their own version of Father Christmas or Santa Claus in the form of Olen Zero, a mythical giant dressed in peasants' clothing and smoking a pipe. In Bilbao, On the night of December 23rd, Olen Zero travels all the way down towards the Aliaga Theater, ready to bring gifts for children on Christmas Eve. It's a very important day in Basque Country for the children, and is celebrated in the eve of Christmas. And this is the Olen Zero is only found in Basque Country. It's not in all the localities of Spain, but is celebrated to bring joy to the children. El Gonto, the fat one. This is a Spanish Christmas lottery. It's the biggest in the world, paying out more than 2 billion euros each year. For that reason, it's called El Gonto, the fat one. Everyone in the country plays, and it's usually going in with friends and co-workers, and only buying a share of a single ticket. If the numbers win, the winners get the winnings, or the amount that you win, it's shared out between all the people who went in on that particular ticket. And the number of people who can share a single ticket can get pretty out of control. Like, for example, in 2011, an entire town shared a single ticket, a single set of numbers, and won. Everyone from Sonteto got a share of the 950 million euros that went to the winning ticket. It's a very interesting moment. The results get announced on the morning of December 22nd, with a drawing presented live across the nation. As each number gets called, a choir of school children sings them loud songs. December 28th, in a few days after Christmas, is known as the Dia de los Santos Inocentes. This is the day, it's like the way we usually have the April Fool's Day in other nations. In Spain, it is celebrated on 28th December. In this day, people prank each other. People dress in funny dresses, funny wigs, funny hats, and it's a Fool's Day that is celebrated across all the Spain regions, whether you are in Catalan, in Basque Country, in Valencia. Yeah, it's a moment to have fun and to prank people around you. So if you're in Spain, play along. Yes, be pranked or prank others.